Hey guys, I'm doing yet another makeup tutorial that no one asked for. This time it is of Mizi from Alien Stage. I really enjoy doing her makeup quite a lot. It's a lot more simpler than the Caitlyn makeup was. But without further ado, let's get to it. Starting with contact lenses, I put these green contact lenses in from Oh My Kitty Contacts. Absolutely amazing contacts. They're super comfortable. You can barely feel them. They are literally amazing. Oh My Kitty, sponsor me. I just personally always cry whenever I'm putting my contact lenses in, and I find it easier to readjust by blinking really hard. Anyway, onto skin prep. I moisturize and prime as always, but mid moisturize, I realized that I hadn't put my wig cap on, and I thought that was a smart idea, so I also put that on. And then I let it dry just so that it was perfectly tacky, ready for the rest of my makeup. Starting with foundation. Now, I like to put my foundation on the back of my hand so that it can warm up, and then I can put the foundation wherever I want. I also realized as I was doing my makeup that this was in fact my summer shade and not my winter shade, so it's a bit darker than I'm used to, but I thought I'd just commit to it. Make sure to blend down the neck. I blended more than just down the neck. I blended down the chest just to really make sure that it didn't look off. You don't want to look funny. But yeah. Make sure you get that full coverage, and then you go on to concealer. For this one, literally all I do is I get a lighter concealer and I place it along the bridge of my nose and the button of my nose, my cupid's bow, and the inner corners of my eyes, just to brighten up those spots of my face. After I blend all that out, I get on to contour. Now, I only really contour my nose for Mizi, mainly because I can't be bothered to do anything else. So I get the two middle shades and I just sort of narrow the shape of my nose, specifically the button, make it look smaller than it is. And then I'll use the darker shades on the inner corner of my eyebrow just to deepen everything, and a little bit on the button of my nose just to make it lift. I'll also put some in my philtrum as well. Then I set. There's literally nothing that can be said for using setting powder. I set everything in place just so that I'm ready to use all the powdered products. I then dust off any excess powder off of my face with a fluffy brush. Then I go in with blush. I didn't do any cream blush, mainly because I've lost mine, but I like to pack it on for Mizi on the outer corner of my eye, and then I'll bring it down towards the apples of my cheek. But all I do is make sure that it is super vibrant. I want it to be there. I also dust some on the tip of my nose and on my chin, just to create this extra softness to the look of Mizi. I then go in with a powdered contour on the bridge of my nose and underneath my lip, and redefining the philtrum just to make sure everything is clear and defined. I then go in with highlighter on my nose and cupid's bow and cheekbones, just for a little extra shine, because I feel like Mizi would be very glowy. Now it's time for eyeshadows. Starting with that light pink lilac-y shade on my larger fluffy brush, I just pack it into the outer corner of my eye. Literally, no care in the world, just make sure it is pigmented. Pack it in, give it a little fluff out, and then go in with the darker purple in the crease and drag that down to the bottom lash line, because you don't look weird with eyeshadow under your eye, you're just not used to it. Lynn, my favourite. Then I go in with my smaller brush using the light cream / white shade on the inner corner to make like this faux cut crease, and then I also bring it to the inner corner to add highlight and onto my lower lashes. I just go in again with some of the pigment just to make sure. It was by this time that I realised I have a pink eyeshadow palette, and so I got some of that pink just to warm everything up a bit. But other than that, I did not worry too much. Just made sure to touch up the cut crease again and carried on. Eyeliner's a pain. I literally have nothing else to say about it. It is a pain. They weren't even for a bit. Cat eye is the attempt. Sometimes it's not. It really just depends how it turns out at this rate. Can never be too sure with this kind of stuff. So I'd just say wing it. And good luck to you all who do eyeliner. Then I curl my lashes and put mascara on, which is so much easier than eyeliner. I'm still hung up on it. It was annoying. Either way, I put mascara on my top and my bottom lashes just to make my eyes look a bit bigger. And then we'll do lashes. That was also a pain. More of a pain than the eyeliner was. The first eye of lashes wasn't too difficult. It was quite simple. Everything was good. I got them on. I pinched them towards my lashes using a pair of tweezers. It was the second eye that I struggled with, which I have completely cut out because no one needs to watch that humiliation ritual. Either way, I went on to lining my lips with a dark mauve, almost like a dark nudie pink colour. I'm not too sure, but you can kind of see it. Filling in the sides of my lip, all good. Having a little sing break because why not? And then I put a brown gloss over the top because it's an undefeated combo, really. Regardless, that's all good. I then went in with a dark brown eyeliner just to add a few moles. Not that they're necessary, but they're just something that I like to add onto all my makeup looks. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really hope that this has helped someone and that whoever enjoys watching this enjoys it. Yeah. Next thing I'm gonna post is a gingerbread making as Christmas Mizi, which was what this makeup was for. So expect that in the coming days. It depends on how long it takes me to edit, if I'm being honest.